Imagine waking up in a world where men can get pregnant. The rules of biology, rewritten overnight. Hormones flip, bodies transform. Society scrambles to understand what just happened. But what would it really mean if men could carry life? And how close is science to making it real? To understand this wild scenario, we first need to understand how pregnancy works today. A woman's body is perfectly engineered for it, with a uterus to protect the embryo, hormones to maintain it, and an immune system trained not to reject it. For men, that biology simply doesn't exist, at least not yet. For men to carry a pregnancy, science would have to perform miracles. A working uterus would need to be implanted, possibly attached near the abdominal cavity. The immune system would have to be reprogrammed to tolerate a growing fetus. Hormones would need to mimic those of a pregnant woman, or the pregnancy would collapse in weeks. Imagine the chaos when the first male pregnancy is announced. Headlines explode. Scientists call it a breakthrough. Others call it a mistake. The man's body undergoes the same nausea, pain, and emotional waves women have endured for millennia. But this time, the world is watching every heartbeat. The male body isn't designed to stretch or support the weight of a developing baby. The diaphragm would be pushed upward, breathing would become painful, and digestion nearly impossible. Hormonal changes could trigger mood swings, depression, or even organ failure. The human body can adapt, but not without a cost. Society would never be the same. Conversations about gender, parenting, and equality would ignite overnight. Men would finally experience what women have been silently enduring, from pregnancy complications to social expectations. Would empathy increase, or would the world divide even more? Beyond the science, imagine the emotion. Men forming a bond with life growing inside them, understanding pain, vulnerability, and the miracle of creation in a way never possible before. It could change how humanity views strength, empathy, and love forever. This might sound like science fiction, but it's closer than you think. In 2017, doctors performed the first successful uterus transplant in a woman born without one. And researchers are now testing artificial wombs that can grow embryos outside the body. In theory, the next step could be a male host. But should we do it just because we can? Every leap in science challenges morality. Would this empower humanity or blur the line between creation and chaos? That's the question no lab can answer. Maybe the real question isn't, what if men could get pregnant? It's, what would happen if humanity truly shared the weight of creating life? Because pregnancy, no matter who carries it, might be the most powerful reminder of what makes us human. Loved this wild ride? Smash that. Like, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss our weekly What If deep dives. Drop your craziest take below. I'll pin the best one. Share this with a friend who'd freak out if men could get pregnant. See you next week on Mindset Fuel.